Just give me a moment, folks. Trying to get OBS to behave. There you go. Greetings and welcome all to another Sunday live stream. Sorry I'm a little late. For some reason I had been locked out of OBS. Or more specifically the streaming part of that. Anyway. Here we are today again for yet another drive in my colorful car. I tried to knock out some of the achievements. One of the achievements is to basically paint your car. And presumably you can just do everything in the same color with the same pattern, but I figured, what the heck, I've got all these patterns, may as well use them all. As well as put all the decorations. So, we have all the nice stickers on the windows and all that. The various racing stripes. And I'm not ignoring you. Get an entire pet session just minutes ago. Copy. Anyway, car is mostly in okay condition. The engine is still kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of seeing it being kind of tired, but unfortunately, the one thing I was trying to do is to get some more Olympian shots. Now, getting the Olympian shot is not strictly speaking impossible, but you do need to be able to go to the red spire, so that puts these ones. 7, this one, and this one. But the problem mostly was that in all the zone attempts at going into the zones that I wanted to, none of these zones became end zones, which makes it a little bit difficult to plan. Because you would need a zone on the route in order to get there. And none of the other zones around it really made for good zones to get there. Anyway, but for today that doesn't matter, as we're going left. Place with perpetual stability, so no need for me to do anything else. I have also no real need to do any more resource gathering at the present time. You can see I have plenty of energy and nothing to spend it on, really. The only thing I don't have is this, because I don't have a remnant ghost, which I guess means I have to somehow trash the car again, which I'm not going to do with the equipment I have. That is something for later. And I have unlocked all the engines, so really, remnant ghost is the only thing I need. Well, not really something worth achieving. There's no need to fill up the tank, because we still got the electric engine. So, let us get on the way. Completely set up. The resource radar is gonna start losing its functionality relatively soon, but for now it will be. I also changed my air freshener on the windshield mirror. See if it comes around, it'll be fine. Other than that, most of the things are just the same. Just change the parking gear, or the gear shift rather. It doesn't matter. Let's try. You tell I'm not a car person. Yeah, this week has not been the greatest of weeks. Been feeling getting a little bit fleeced, a little bit scammed. Both by the garage and by my attempts to purchase a particular item. Anyway, so we want to just quickly move over to here, so we'll just take the junction straight there. Don't need to stop at every junction this time around, because I think I have plenty of materials as is. And the only things I really need still are maybe some neon reefs and some swamp eggs. But that's trivial stuff at this point in time. Tunnel map. I mean, sure, if I see some good opportunities for loot, I will take them. Like, I'm not gonna ignore a box truck. Usually decorations. Paint I can turn into chemicals. But there is one anecdote particularly I want to vent about. I was trying to do this stuff. If you notice, I don't have the exterior storage on top of the car anymore. Because during one particular run where I was trying to get some Olympian, and I actually had quite a substantial amount of it, I had noticed that the XL storage on the roof had gained the modifier Horn. And yeah, no, I've seen items get that modifier all the time, so, well, okay, I'll replace it once I get back to the garage. So, the extract was not quite as smooth as I'd hoped, but it didn't seem like anything on the car was badly damaged. I go through the portal, return, and I find that the entire storage bin is missing. All that work, nothing. So yeah, after that I think it through it. Just can use internal storage, at least that cannot disappear. But sure. I mean, really, because that particular trip took me ages to get to where I wanted to go. Like at least half an hour. It felt like it. And the biggest bottlenecks on resources right now is basically just the Olympian shards and explosives. Because neither of them really come in. What's wrong with you? The other one. It's swollen. There is no fix for this. Well, guess we're just gonna have to drive around with a spicy battery in the back. This is also part of why I want to get away from the AMP engine. If the batteries just will not last. Right? There usually isn't, but I mean, the fact that the battery is swollen doesn't immediately cause a problem, but I mean, it probably won't explode. I should check out. And plasma. Nope. I don't need much plasma anymore these days, but having a spare supply isn't bad. Just straight ahead. Anyway, how are you all doing, Kalurima and anyone else watching? Hope you're doing well. Ready in the second half of February. Time flies. There. I guess Deepzone. We might be able to find some coral neon reef. But I kind of want to preserve my powers. I'm gonna ping for it. That neon reef is only in the water, so I'm not gonna be able to see that here. Surviving is good. Thriving would be better, of course, but if you get the opportunity to do that, these. Oh, and yes, I am purposely not putting the car in park. My quest for the late game stuff in the game has been leading me to some curious shortages. Don't tell me the other ones also started to go bad. Like I've been turning a lot of my scrap metal into limb magnet. Which is a fun exercise. 60 metals can be turned into like 20 magnets, I believe. 30? Something like that. It's a fairly good exchange rate. Things good. From a stockpile of, well, a lot of over 500 scrap metal, I suddenly am down to a little over 100. Also weirdly started to run out of plastics. I noticed some extra plasma. And from engine off. Right. Just a regular door. definitely do not need glass. Feel like getting launched by that airstrip. Try to avoid that. Not seeing any particular material around here that I want. And now the auto battery started stuff. Dang it. Now I have to stop things, otherwise I might run out of power. No, I don't want to get in the car to inspect. Also stolen. Yay! Dang it. I really can't wait to get the limb chipped in. Something's wrong with one of the wheels. Is it flat? I'm pretty sure I did not die. No, it's just loose. Loose tires, at least I can understand. I've been driving this car to a lot of really dumb things. Anyway, for today's goal, I will need at least 40 Olympian shots. Let's hope the game is generous. No. Let's do this. Probably will have to go that way. Good. I don't need the energy per se, but I do want to have at least some in storage so I can do the evacuation quickly as possible. This is not the most stable of junctions, so I'm gonna have to be quick about it. Getting close. Bomb banks. I kind of want those. I've been getting a little bit careless in my exploration and stuff. In one particular run, I had actually run out of a vac to do my work with. I had to pick up all the swamp eggs by hand. Luckily you can do. But it was a very tedious process. One more anchor that I want to get. There. Thanks, game. Pump into the rack. Yeah, don't want to really stick around in this zone too long. The car is not really equipped to deal with the this zone. As you can see, I've decked my car in mostly, I think, armor plating. For obvious reasons. Yeah, it's spiral zones. The armor plating does not really protect against anything else I might need. Where is that? Could be nearby. There it is. Also, really just want your plasma. Maybe the copper wire. Rather than pump into stuff. Alright. I'm the famous. That sounds like bubblegum buddies. But guys, I am quite fine with how the car is oriented. Dang it. Stop helping. Both doors are starting to get sorted out. Let's go. Oh, helping. Lovely how you can plow through trees, but those holes can always stop. Out. At least we still get power from stolen batteries, even if they are destroying my doors. And of flat. Do it. I'm loose. I don't have time for this. Fine, I'll fix the flat. You know, there's an achievement for kicking your car a couple of times. I've never really felt the urge to do so, but at this particular point in time, I'm considering it. I mean, they're not really jumping in front, of course, that's just hyperbole. I know. Just my basic steering mistakes and the fact that I'm using digital controls here. I don't want to use the controller for this. Although sometimes the placement of these poles and stuff is just a little bit suspicious. Have to dive back into the storm again. Could you not bounce? Where am I? Move! No, don't flip! Back! I don't like the sound of that. Yeah, busted. Of course it is. Look, I know you're tired. Get me to the finish line and I can replace you. Stop breaking my tires! Gotta move fast, can't do it when the tires are broke. Stop moving! Yeah, I just wanted a nice, simple drive. You have to make things interesting, do you? The zone layout is already not ideal for my purpose, but No, stop doing that. Getting a little bit buffeted by things. We're almost to the exit. Next zone is just dark. I can handle dark. It's in the middle of the night anyway. Not that it's dark. Do I have enough supplies to actually enough? You know what? Low torch time it is. You're just flat. Do I have enough to? Yes, I do. Mostly intact. I do want the record. That's fire zone. And no sign of any other nearby. Take out the trunk of the fires. Might have stuff that I need. I don't suppose I have the tools to replacement battery, right? I do not. fuel truck. Just stay here for a bit.
Carolyn was generous enough to connect me to Ellison Nagata, who claims to have operated the tours in question. How much did it cost to tour the zone?
Wouldn't you like to know? Let's just say I was able to retire in my early 40s.
Okay, then how did you manage to sneak tour groups in without Arda noticing?
Logistics? Logistics. Let me tell you what your listeners will really want to hear. The tour packages. By far the most popular, the Anomaly Safari. We'd load tourists up in a transport vehicle and follow any route available to us and see what had come out of the woodwork. And let me tell you, it never disappointed. You ever see a 100-foot tall tree walk? One crossed the road right in front of us. I had a few repeat customers. One couple commissioned a private tour to see the old wall. Dangled a real big tip for me if I got them all the way through into the Deepzone. But it turns out I value my life way more than finding a way through that insanity.
I'm Olympian. Good, good. Just keep the car in one piece. I'm wrong. Right, 7 pieces, not bad. Not a bad start at least. As annoying as this to have my expensive tool break, I did bring spares this time around, so that's done there. At least all the way there. And still gonna go get the energy just to make sure that we leave the zone when we wish. No, don't flip over. not gonna work. And I don't even know what I'm actually hooking onto, because I'm pretty sure I'm avoiding most of that. Really cannot wait until I get the better engine. Almost line up the anchor. Close. There it is. Well, I am pretty much out of juice again. Right, cattle prod time. By. Let's head for the other anchor. I think this is a particular resource poor area. That's not too bad. Not seen anything of other stuff I might want, but good chance we'll not find any of the other items we want. Is getting onto the road is probably thing. Closest back there. Kinda do want those. Here we are. Just another busted window. Unless my tires are not broken, I can have that, or I have to get desperate enough to start taking parts of the squires around me. No time to subtly then. Right for the goal. And Olympium over there. We have a second to do this. I really need Olympium. Right, I just came to. There it is. Boom bunnies. Hey, that's what you had to spawn. And it's a good thing I'm armored. Yeah, generally the right direction. Just need to get to a road and then we can move on to the actual particular operation. Get home, we can yank out those blasted better. Right. Should be plenty of energy here. Guess the first place where we go is where we stop.
Give us the rundown, Francis.
What, me?
The electrical grid is your department.
You know the plan as well as I do.
So you'd rather trust me than have to speak up for yourself? Guess you're on your own, driver. Good luck.
Okay, fine. The regular anchors aren't enough to overcharge the arc device to the level we need. But there's an old anomaly barricade we can piggyback onto. It's archaic technology, an early attempt to stop anomalies from drifting out into the wider Olympic Peninsula. It worked for some time.
Until it didn't.
But long enough to get the old wall built.
The barricade's in bad shape, but what's a little rampant voltage leakage? Not like the ghosts and goblins of the Deepzone will mind. And if they do, more the better for Francis. Huh?
Appreciate the olive branch, Avi, but boy, do you have a lot to learn about the paranormal. I'd be happy to give you a primer after all this is over.
Hard pass. I'm far too old for that.
The car will induce a current along the barricade, in the same way you did it crossing the old wall.
Every connection point needs to be induced within a limited time. Electrify the entire barricade, and we'll have all the power we need.
You heard him. Floor it, driver.
You're near the barricade's operating station. Can you get in there and look around? We need something that'll give us the lay of the land.
I do hope I don't need something specific piece of equipment with. I did not bring the dim shield thingy that he had me do in the other mission. Yeah, I noticed I lost the door. It's okay. Cars have driven without doors for ages. This will not harm the effects. So we can turn limb magnets into duct tape. That seems like a very poor exchange. Why would you even bring limb magnets? Yeah, I mean, you might have been able to pick them up on the way, I guess, but... Look at gates. And barricade map applications. Will that be this thing? Did not see a map. The tower is already active. What am I looking for? Game. Ah, here we go.
Perfect. I'm uploading the barricade map to your ARC device. By my calculations, if you electrify all 8 posts, you'll have all the power you need. Oppie, does that seem right?
Does it seem right to you?
I think so. Yeah, I ran the numbers a few times, and I...
Then get to it, driver.
Actually, I don't have to make a door. Don't break it immediately. And close it. Alright, let's go. Same spiel as before. Ah! Stop! Helping! I mean, I like the bubblegum buddies, but they really should just let me do my job.
All right, it's working.
Getting in the heartful speech written. Right, any chance we can
You're
get
making
a
good time. Keep it up.
air gate or something?
Looking good, driver. Few more to go.
Okay.
Can we be done with this? Dang it.
Go again.
Please give me a repair station at the end of this.
Arc device readings at 4.2 gigajoules and holding steady.
Good, then we're all set. The arc device is ready to go. It'll hold that charge for as long as we need it.
Pedal to the metal, driver. Storm's coming.
Oh, fine. Alright. Time to find out if I actually did the math right, and that I have all the things I need.
Nice work out there. The whale could be a lot. Take your time, gear up. No telling what that remnant's going to unleash.
End of the road, I guess, yeah. Alright, first off. Get out.
Hey, driver. I sent you something, if you don't mind taking a look. Tobias's favorite cryptid of them all. If it's not too much to ask, if you could put it on your dashboard, so Tobias can come along for the ride, for wherever you're going. But don't feel obligated by any means.
I don't mind. Yeah, sure. He can come along. Or Limple. Let's fix your ride up. Do we have a spare? Move all that junk up. Did pick up a pearl, right? Right. Damage reports. not giving me the lowdown of what I need. Just punctured. Loose. That's not so bad. Any parts completely rude by happen, you obviously go also in the cycling bin. Now, yes, we have enough. New engine type. A limb-chipped engine. Taking a while. So we're missing a panel, and actually we're not missing the panel, but it's pretty much gone. Let's start with replacing the headlights. Starting. And I want to armored panel. Can't get the Olympian, the radiation suits, the Olympian shirt, unfortunately, because I couldn't find the fragments. That is unfortunate. Probably the same with any in parts. Do not have the fragments, but I never did, so it doesn't change much. Pretty sure it's not a prerequisite for getting stuff done. And the armored door will do me fine. Plenty of glass shards and steel sheets. Armor doors are easy. Headlights. And reinforced headlights sounds like a fine idea, but they are less bright than my current bio headlights. Kinda prefer the brights. Trust it. Some replacement. Doors on this side are a little bit dinged up. This go into storage. I know. Anything for me, friendly dumpster? Scrap metal, that's greedy. I mean, it's a lot of scrap metal. I'll just let you get on with it. More armored doors. Panel. I'm feeling almost nostalgic for the days when I was longing to have all stuff. Finding fire out in the wild. Just a fever dream. Maybe it always was. Not saying that this is necessarily the best thing I can put on the car, but it'll do. Right. And for the extra bits, I would still like a high capacity battery, I think. Hope that it doesn't break the instant I pull it in. Other side, I might have the one that I want already. The leak resistant fuel tank. I think I have one of those still. Yeah, leak resistant. No point in leaving that out. I need to finish repairing it here. It doesn't hurt. Battery is kind of low. No, actually the battery is fine. Fuel is low. Let's fix up my stuff. Avoid one of those. Hammer will do. My biolantern is fine as it is. Yeah, regular blowtorch. The Olympian torch just doesn't feel like it's worth it. what little use you get out of it. I mean, that's not fair. You get a lot of use out of it, it's just not worth it for the cost of the materials. I've not really been blessed with luck in finding Olympian. I'll fix. Sure, everything is. Something apparently is still broken. That resource radar, no doubt. Yeah, well, it's good enough. Alright, so one new place to go. R2. But luckily we do have a direct junction access to that. So it should be a relatively short trip. Perpetual stability, so this is gonna be something to do with probably have to do some shenanigans again. Well, at least there's not really anything bad there. Nothing I'm particularly interested in beyond getting some more Olympium, perhaps. Well, let's prepare for the worst. Fine, I'll take a... Just in case. I have some spare crude flashlights if I... It's a stockpile of consumables. Let's just do this. Battery jumpers. They're cheap. Still plenty enough space for any materials we want. I did go through another fire bar. Do I have? I have to. That's fine. Have those. I think pretty much got everything. Still apparently some frequency files left to find. But there's other stuff. Well, as long as we're here. Do we have any quirks? A few. Okay. Right. Give me a hint. Are fast wipers fast not notice anything in particular. Right. Ooh. Right, trying to guess. Wait for that. Ah, that one doesn't really matter because I already have the radio on. Let's we found some hint here. If the headlights on. Wipers toggle. Wipers then. Stays on. Okay. No remaining guesses. Well, we have one thing we can fix. The rest we'll just have to live with. I mean, if it's things I have not noticed, they're probably not so bad. As long as it's not again the thing that pops up open the hood if we go backwards. That one was really annoying. Right, so I think I have everything I want. Did I pick up these things? No, I did not. All way. I have that lying about. Also, get some additional items. What else are we gonna use the stable energy for? Playing around with that. It says CDR on there, that's not a floppy disk. Yeah, I don't feel like doing customizing. Let's just get on the... I forget anything. Battery is not a... Now it is. Do I still want a resource radar? I guess the better question. And what will I replace it with? I mean, the chronodilator and the anti-grav emitter would be kind of neat, but same problem, not enough Olympian. I don't want through storage, these are backseat stuff. The resource radar, of course, I have. The rest is just... The other thing is potentially getting some power grip tires. Ability though, just don't know. The all-terrain tires just feel better in every regard, but I don't know how good the ability is. I could make the. Don't know what the point would be. Well, let's just create the set anyway. Just need some circuit boards. I mean, they look kind of fancy. Certainly be easy to see where to fix. Now, I'm gonna stick with the all-terrain tires. Power grip tires will be fun for a later attempt, perhaps. But at least I have. Alright. There we have 100, 100. Car is in full condition. Early in the morning. Go. Ah, right, so the fuel gauge is a little bit busted. And when the lights are off, the fuel gauge doesn't. Good to know. I did consider that I might need something to... I mean, I'm gonna have to think about fuel again. So having the fuel generator would be kind of nice, but... Let's just go. sure we can handle it. I mean, the limped jet engine is a very efficient engine, so we should not run out of fuel as quickly as otherwise. Two routes. One goes by the water. I'll take the water route. This engine is also incredibly fast. Suddenly it gets really dark. Double checking, there's indeed no plasma here. Not expecting any. Would have been nice. Can't see a bloody thing. Four carrots. Cool. Don't necessarily need the parts, but I kind of do want some materials just in case I do need to make some repair equipment. Considering what happened last time, it might run out a little bit faster than I anticipated. Up on the shop. I need to take a right. Somewhere. Where is the road? That's the wrong way. Did not see a right turn. But if we just go in reverse, we should just run into it anyway. Yeah, don't bump into the rock. Let's get to the end zone without suffering too much casualties. That's not the road I was trying to follow, but it's fine. This Something tells me that even if we make it to the well, we're not gonna find our way outside. Maya. Are the investigator? We'll take that. Didn't bring the fuel can? Oh no, wait. I lost the fuel can. That's the point. Exactly lose it. Well, not since Benson. Yeah. Now it's fine. Be a little more diligent about picking up extra fuel. Definitely want coral. Especially if it's so abundant. Come here, glowy thingy. You can show yourself to me. Give you a new home. You'll love being part of the car. It almost never breaks. We hole. Gonna turn steel plates into duct tape. It's gonna keep mechanism. do hope I bump into a tanker or something. I'll speak of the devil. Put it model over there. Got plenty of fuel still left. Let's fill up the gas can. Very generous. Ow. That's private little close. Coming. In the boxcar, alright. Find some repair pots. Bigger than my. I don't need it. Here. Back to some. Move on. Ow. Ups. Kinda hoping I could have outrun that, but it's not. Ooh, that's not great. Blown out. Can I make another one? No. The answer. Dang it. Fine, I'll put a donut on. I want to bring this tire back with me. I need it. Ow. Don't do that. Interlude, I think. What kind of zone will it be? highway remote smokestack. I mean, could be worse, but I would have hoped this would have been a red spire zone. Any chance for some explosives? That's not the right symbol for that. Is one of those boxes that explode in my face? Yes, it is. Well, keep following the car. Like the door is already tired. Right. Go over there. Just back. I don't need any parts from it. Good thing we are generating our own power still. Take an auto investigator any day. Please have something good. Yes. Okay stuff, I guess. Summer tire, summer tires. I mean, technically they would be better than I currently have, but anything that picks up. May as well catch up. And this stuff gets onto it. And they are very decent summer tires at least. You may as well use the Liberator while I'm having it. Summer tire. Slightly better exchange. Any explosives? I'm already full on supplies. I kind of want to make space for any Olympium I might find. Let's get to the junction. What's that? Going now into the smokestacks junction. I want to pick up some anchors, and in closest to be found, I will probably want those. But I don't critically need anything. It's gonna be a long way around anyway. Let's just focus on getting the anchors. Anchor. Not going for the other one. Doesn't look like there's any rest really along my path. I'll have a look at this. Still kind of hoping for some radio messages or watery. The tubes have been not really giving me anything substantive. Ow. Check this wire. Summer tires. You were not prepared for this zone. Expected at least someone to be driving with off-road tires. Anomalies. Yeah, fuck. Crying out loud. That's fine, I'll go over. Not throw into the grinder. I think I saw these. I know the handbrake exists, I'm purposely not using it. I'm trying to do some achievements while I'm doing this, which requires completing at least 3 junctions, I believe, without using the handbrake. I don't have the Steam overlay on, I can't see if I've completed it. just gonna keep doing it until we're done here. Or until I have to. I'm supposed to. Let's not get caught in that storm, because that likely will be one of those meteorite storms. I do not fancy getting pummeled by those fragments. By being very fuel efficient, we are getting through our fuel quite quickly. No, I don't have space for whatever is in that balloon. You? Get to the exit. Really nothing else I want. Ah! I got loud. Ow. Nice. The well.
This is really it, huh? The end of the road. Soon we'll finally see for ourselves what caused the mass hallucination, and what Tobias and Alan died for.
And whether it was all worth it.
Need to run to your doom, buddy. Let me put some ointment on his pain. Where did that fall off? Didn't get the one light up. Nothing. Well, this is a story area, so I'm not expecting too much. Still.
Francis,
Yeah?
thank you for trusting me when you had every reason not to. Getting to this point together with you, it makes me feel like my old self again.
It's been an honor to watch you work, Dr. Turner.
Now, what is here that is those?
These gamma readings, are they real? I can't even begin to guess what could be outputting this much radiation.
Some sort of energy reservoir.
A massive fission reaction or
A portal.
Atlantis. leads us to Atlantis.
I'm turning in my PhD.
God, if only Tobias were here to see it.
I would have liked to hear his take on all this. For once.
Let's fuel up before we go in there. We might not get another chance. I don't want to run out of fuel in the middle of something intense. Time. A lot of cars high up. How do they get up there? Supposedly there's an Olympian vein here. I am not seeing one. Right, that's very ominous looking.
All right, driver. You're almost to the threshold. Remember, Francis and I have got your back. Once you get that car to the well, we'll keep the gamma ray burst under control for as long as we can. Whatever happens, whatever state you find yourself in, the arc device will be your safety net. Use it. Get back to us, you hear me?
Ready when you are, driver.
Well, we just quickly check this investigator. Ooh, some more silly putty. I know we don't need any side batteries. Just quickly tap this on. Sure that everything is functioning. Guess I can place for anything. Just aside from the rear of the car, everything. Well, here we go. Not gonna bother with the box truck. I want to see where this story goes. Where it ends.
It's opening? Godspeed, driver.
Hoppy? Hoppy!
Did it work? What's the energy output? Damn it, Alan, I'm fine. Light nearly blinded me. Can you read it?
Yeah, let me see. 500 kilojoules? Hoppy, what is this?
The future. I call it limb waves.
Coffee delivery.
Alan, gosh. Is it that time already?
So, about leaving Arda. I was thinking, about by Christmas.
Yes, maybe. I just need to solve this instability issue. I loathe to think about leaving the Olympic Peninsula like this.
There's always more to do.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I love you for it. I'm just wondering if you'll really be able to walk away from all this. It's okay if you can't.
You abandoned the world to work here beside me. Fair is fair.
Len Tech is a world-changing discovery. Your world-changing discovery. Fairness isn't even a consideration.
We agreed to have children, and I'm not having them in this hellhole.
Good, because I'd love to have 8.
Then I hope you're ready to carry at least half of those yourself.
I love you.
I love you.
Very sweet. Really move any faster. Did it jump?
Tobias, the movers are here. Wait, why aren't you packed?
I ain't going.
The evacuation orders.
Evacuation orders can go to hell. We leave and we never see the inside of these walls again. All the things we've been investigating, the ripple, the echoes from the swamp, they'll all fade away. I'm gonna stay and chase down these stories, wherever they take me.
Tobias,
Stay here. With me.
You here to quote?
I'm here to deliver the committee's decision. You have been found guilty of doctoring experimental data. This action is in clear violation of artist scientific integrity. Judgment has been rendered. You may stay and work, but your clearance will be lowered to level 3.
So I'm to be a glorified flash cleaner.
Take it as a win. You could have been court-martialed instead.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have liked that much better.
What I like has no bearing on this decision. See you on Monday, Dr. Cook.
And so far we've not really heard anything we haven't already learned through the other discussions.
Driver, do you read me?
Driver, you passed through some sort of opening. We managed to hold it steady, but the energy expulsion is growing. We don't have much longer.
If you can hear this, you need to get back now.
Hey, look! The gang's back together!
Tobias?
I never told you how grateful I was that you stayed behind in the zone. With me. These years, best of my life. Foraging for mushrooms, slogging through swamplands, combing through hours and hours of terrible field recordings. Not a single moment wasted. Thank you. For everything.
It was all you. You made me feel capable. That anything was possible. That I wasn't some second-rate scientist. All my happiness was thanks to you. And I'm afraid of how I'll survive without you.
I'm not. You got this. You always have. Hey, Oppie. Alan sends his regards. He wants to know why you haven't taken his advice yet. Driver, is that a gumbaroo on your dash? Oh, I'll be damned. Bye. Until next time.
Tobias? Tobias!
Driver, if you can hear this, we can't keep the well stable for much longer. Wherever you are, come back.
Well, it appears I'm in an endless corridor that doesn't appear to have any other way forward. So. Ah, there he is. I didn't even turn into.
Just a little longer. Hold steady. Steady, Francis. Keep those limb bases aligned. Not even a .001 deviation, you get me?
I'm trying.
Ah. Dang it. Get back here. Time to begin.
The anchor field is wobbling, Oppie. Anything we can do to stabilize things on your side?
Punching it as hard as I can. Francis, hold tight.
I can't. The phase, it's sinking.
Stop flipping over, you flipping car! Teleport already. Back at the garage. Back it.
You made it back, driver. All in one piece, it looks like.
And no sign of the Remnant's energy signature anywhere in that car.
You're free.
But the car's maintained its link to you. Fascinating. We'll never know how far the Remnant's obsessions wormed into your head. But you should be safe from it getting any worse. In theory.
Oppie, I'm sorry. You didn't get to talk to Alan again.
We managed to pull off the near impossible. And the first thing you do is apologize?
Sorry. I mean,
Don't worry, it was Tobias's fault. He hogged the frequency all for himself yet again.
you heard him too.
I did. That means I didn't imagine that last conversation with Alan. And you know what else?
What?
That your theory was right. And Tobias called it. All that bluster, and he ended up showing us scientists a thing or two. Those moments we heard, they were all from the past. Being inside that well somehow allowed the Remnant to access those imprints and replay them. But Tobias's voice wasn't from the past, it was from somewhere else entirely.
But where? And how?
No clue. Do me a favor. Once you figure it out, don't bother telling me. I'm leaving the zone.
I'm sorry, what?
Alan came to tell me goodbye, and that I was forgiven 37 years ago. I didn't listen. So now, finally, I'm going to take his advice. I should have left the zone a long time ago.
But if we solve this, maybe there's a way to speak to him again.
I heard what I needed to hear. It only took me 37 years to listen. Anyway, all that sounds like a young scientist game. It's not for me anymore. Francis, you decide what to do from here. You can carry the torch and continue the research, or get out of this cursed place and find your own way. It's your decision. And driver, you're free now. You can do what you want from here. But if you'll allow an old woman one last hope, stay here with Francis. There's so many more stories for the zone to tell. And the both of you are young enough to listen. My ears are bad. And I refuse to hear them. I've removed all access restrictions to my systems, Francis. The helm is yours.
Wait, I don't know if I can do this alone.
You're not alone. You've got clear eyes, ears open to the impossible, and the driver. Dr. Cook. Driver. It's been a pleasure. This is Dr. Ophelia Turner. Signing off.
Oppie? Oppie! Really? Well, driver, if you don't mind sticking around with me, Oppie was right. There's still so much of the zone that we still don't know about. But with your help, we can tell those stories. I'm no Oppie, but I'll do the best I can. You're no longer bound to the car, but it stayed with you and will continue to protect you as you travel the zone. Go on then. As long as you're willing to drive, I'm along for the ride.
That was it. That was a Pacific Drive. Well, certainly been a very fun journey, to say so myself. Learning to use the car, getting upset whenever it broke down, scrounging for parts. I mean, I can probably finish it faster now that I know what I'm doing. I'm expecting. Yeah, kinda. I think they're trying to leave options open for potential expansions, perhaps. And of course, they just have to give you a reason why you can keep playing after finding out this. I mean, they're never gonna give us Atlantis or anything. That's just not in the game, I think. I mean, there's certainly things that hint at some sort of sea-based biome in trying to intrude, because, you know, corals don't tend to grow in swamps. Yeah, I mean, a slightly weak ending, but you know, the story is interesting enough. Characters are fun enough and not too intrusive. Most of the time. Kinda. I am kinda interested to see where the that frequency program goes. Still have to find the rest of those, eventually. But I probably will do that in my own time. I think I've pretty much shown whatever I can from this game, so really not much else to go on. Yeah, I would have loved to have decked out the car completely in Olympian materials. See what that looks like, because I've not seen any Olympian items yet. I've seen plenty of the armored stuff, and of course the steel doors. The anti-corrosive doors, kinda interesting, but very narrow use for them. I mean, certainly if you need to go for a run to collect some more coral or swamp eggs, heck, or even tree candy, you might want to bring that along. Other than that, why bother? And if I really got any use out of the special items you could put in the back seat, like the jump thing, would have been kind of neat to get the time dilation thing, but I probably would have just used it to spin the car out of control. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what they will do from this point forward? They can give us another narrative experience like this. I wouldn't mind it. Yeah. It'd also be fun to play this with the licensed music active. Or even the Unreal Engine. Well, that does certainly look like it. Here we are again. Yeah, there's not much else to do. Let's fix the car. Look at the routes, see how many quirks there are this time around. 5 quirks. Well, we do know at least one. When the headlights are turned off, stays off, the... No, not that one. Fuel gauge fails. Fires a light replacement kit. And that one at least I can do. I earned that one. Yeah, I noticed the back door fell off, but I'm not entirely sure why that is. I mean, gotta be to do something with the car. Why did the back door fall off? The car isn't really doing anything. The only thing the car is doing is, you know, the battery increases. That's not it. I mean, possibly, but it also happened here in the garage, and I wasn't doing anything with the car, really. Let's get a hint. So... headlights... stays on. Nope. Stays off. Okay, so every car door closes. I don't know. And at this point, I'm not all that interested in finding out. Yeah. Because I would want to do some more things in Red Spires. And That will take too long to get there within half an hour. But it's also not really that interesting to watch me prepare the car again for another trip. So instead, let's just swap games for a bit. See if I can find something fun to play. For the last half hour. Would you just indulge me a moment? Alright, let's play a little bit of the last spell. We're currently in green mold, cleaning up a night. There's no logic to my current stuff. That's because I'm still trying to figure the game out. Alright, we have 3 nights in. And still plenty to do. But first, let's trade in our essence. Garden. What can I buy? Be something cheap that I don't like. Omen of Hell. Yeah, let's get this one. What Freude has. Managed to unlock both the. Good. Just need to improve the axes. And the pistols, the rifle, wands. I'm also working on scepters, power staffs. That's all for later. Probably don't have the most ideal equipment loadouts at the present time because, well, I've been leveling up weapons and, for this particular map, it's kind of annoying because I have to defeat like 3 dryads, 4 dryads, a couple of times in a row. They are all so far outside of range, it's difficult to get to them. Plus, line of sight is blocked by the trees and all. Yeah, not great. Yeah, our defenses. Go with the cheap stuff for now, because Probably will. Right, I'm already out of material. Well, at least we'll be able to funnel them into the direction we... There. A little bit better. Heroes outfitted. I was still looking for more materials to work with. One of my guys is literally using stuff that I don't want them to use because they are a druid, so I'm a spellcaster. Let's see what stuff we got. Offhand axe. Scepter. I'll take the offhand axe. I think I know. That's better than Dingy Turtle Charm. Silver Axe 2, definitely. Take the reinforced. My melee guy needs to be improved a little bit on that front. Give you slightly better armament. This is more for a ranged character. Druids. If that XP is kind of not great. Better item. Let's start leveling up. Go for criticals. Maybe mana regen. Focusing stuff. Mana. Hope that I can find something to work with. Take the guys, that's always a kill. Definitely more damage. Damage though. Go with the regen. A lay guy. Let's give you a little extra block. Go for physical damage. Get vampire. Hello, Marivio. No, it is not Pacific Drive. Sorry about that. We finished Pacific Drive just 10 minutes ago, and I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. So we are playing a little bit of the last spell for the last 15 minutes. See how long it can last. I mean, current level I am fairly good at, but the execution at the end is kind of where it falls down. So yeah, I wasn't sure we're going to finish today with Pacific Drive. Figured we'd have a little bit more time, but we did not. And once no good locations. We'll have to do. Who's the most thirsty? Everything in the shop is expensive. Ah, fantastic. Well, you're not too far off. The idea behind the last spell is that there was a big wizard war where some wizard managed to figure out a well, atomic bomb-sized spell to destroy cities. At which point the entire world started developing those spells, which caused a purple mist to descend over the entire world, because that's the color of the spell. It's not really important. And from that mist started coming the zombie-like hordes that we've been fighting, called the Clawers, which I feel is a very inconvenient thing to say. And ever since then, the people have been scrounging for survival. And we are essentially the last commander, holding things together. These cities where we are trying to break the seal on the last spell that should banish all magic from the land, thus dispelling the purple mist and hopefully final end to the claws. I think the last money to do, because I don't have anything to spend it on. Right, let's go into the next night. Right, archers. Oh well. Alright, that didn't go too bad. Be frugal with our mana for now. Out of range, of course. No, perfect. Really hoping to fight an elite. Get you back. course, there's gravestones in the way. I'm lacking a little bit of AoE to really deal with any of these. You miss with that. Focus on the really annoying. Those with the axes and the one that has a bow and arrow. Try to focus off the wall. Only 40 remaining. Alright. Good. Left. That's unfortunate. It was a cheap wall, so not too unexpected. Some knight survived. Nice. Easy. Ah, yeah. Of course it had to be a full skull. Did I at least get special? Was an elite in there? Look like it is. Make it a cell. Nuts. What gear have we found? Egg helm? Crossbow +4. That's actually kinda nice. Take the frost. Forward +3. 4, 2. Forward 3 is probably better than mine. Yeah, marginally. Alright. Definitely H. Banana this. Magic damage. I would like you. Effort learner. And let's go with reliability. Alright, let's check the market. Longbow, kind of want that. Go with you are to be a magic user. Druid staff. Defensive wand. That's not better per se. If you gun, slightly better, I guess, but you don't really need wooden rifle. Sheesh. That was not part of the set. Pick that spell. That's it. Bit more space. Ooh. Mana, wait the it does appear that the enemy is coming from the same direction though, so makes this fairly straightforward. Get some fire supports. That should do for this phase, I think. I don't have anything else I can hunt. There. Hero would be nice. Yeah, I'll have to wait until next turn anyway. I don't have the money. And with that, it's already 4 o'clock. So I have to go. I want to thank you all for coming by. Hope you enjoyed. Even those that I was hoping that I was still playing Specific Drive. So I'll be switching to a new game for next week. I'm not sure yet what exactly. Maybe I'll continue playing the last spell on stream. See where I go wrong every time. Anyway, thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Bye.